Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Good afternoon. Good morning. Good whatever it is for you. Hope y'all are doing well. Freak Dot, what's up, my dude? Quick question. As an alchemist, what stats should I aim for the equipment gear? Is it multi-crafting? Freak, it kind of depends, and you might honestly be at an ad right now. So if you are, I apologize. I can reiterate. I'll check once this ad ends. But it kind of depends on what you're doing. Like if you're doing, I haven't totally looked into like thaumaturgy or whatever the fuck, however it's pronounced. But like if you're doing that, for example, if it's anything like how transmutes went last year, or in Last Dragon or in Dragonflight, whatever. It really depended on what you were transmuting. In some cases, it was beneficial to go multi-craft. In some cases, it was beneficial to go resourcefulness. I think in most cases, if a craft can be impacted by multi-craft, that's going to be the route to go. But it just kind of depends. If you have particular crafts you're referring to, you can let me know, and I can then look at the profession and probably provide you a little bit better insight as to the route you could go. Freak, what's up? I don't know. You might have been just sent to an ad just as I returned and started answering your question. So if you didn't catch it, feel free to speak up, and I'll re-answer your question. But it's looking like Blizzard got the whatever it's called, the auction house fixed. So super psyched about that. It seems that way, at least. Hopefully I don't misspeak on that. Okay, so here's kind of the deal. So earlier today, I started working on my rogue here, and am basically getting him set up entirely to just do and to just focus on unraveling and prospecting, at least initially. So I spent a while and went through and did everything I could in terms of knowledge points for the most part. Like there's like the one-time treasures that I technically haven't done yet. And so, or did I say one-time treasures? The weekly treasures that I haven't done yet. I still need to do like the treaties. But I've basically done what I can, especially in regards to unraveling. I've gotten most of like the most, or I've gotten all of the most meaningful knowledge points. There are still some knowledge points I could get, like 30 more really, to just max out quality fabric. And this is just going to give me additional skill when doing unraveling. But I maxed out the resourcefulness tree. I've gotten the highest item level tool without using Artisan's Acuity to get the next level up, which I honestly could do. Realistically, it costs I think 150 in Acuity, or 150. And I guess I'd be curious to know how much additional resourcefulness that gives me. It'd be kind of unfortunate because I spent like 14k getting the rank 3 resourcefulness enchant. Um, but that's about the only other thing I could do to really increase my resourcefulness. So I'm pretty much, in terms of like unraveling kind of at in-game, knowledge points. Again, I still need 30, but that's really it. I'm kind of new to professions. Before I was only getting alchemy for the extra flask duration, but this expansion I wanted to focus more on gold making outside of boosting through Mythic Plus and dungeons. I went deep into potions, want a permacraft rank 3 tempered potions once I get my knowledge points up a bit later in the season. Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, you're almost 100% gonna want to go multi-craft for that. The only thing I was kind of looking, and I'd have to double check, but I believe I was looking at my alchemist and kind of realized that there's not going to be any crafting of alchemy recipes, at least within like the flask and potion trees, that guarantee rank 3 all the time. So yeah, I mean, take that information how you want. It's not necessarily a big deal, but I think rank 2 is going to be kind of the default, and then concentration procs up to rank 3. So with that in mind, you might decide you want to go ingenuity so that you have the chance of getting more concentrated crafts before having to wait for your concentration to increase. Okay. I guess I can check on blacksmithing and leatherworking. See what I need to do there, if anything. Both gold-wise, but also just knowledge point. So I do need the treaties still. I'm curious. So there's something called ever-burning ignition, and I'm really curious what that is exactly. Oh, this is it, my dumbass. Siphon. Use Ignite the Forge. Gain ingenuity, multi-craft, and resourcefulness based on your ever-burning forge specialization. Only uses 1 acuity, and I can craft 7. So I should craft that. And then let's see how that works. Let's see what happens here. Additional craft in 1 hour, 7 minutes. Okay. Oh, grant. It lasts for 10 minutes. Okay. So how? What is that? Ever burning ignition. I hate opening anything on Wowhead because it just crashes my internet browser every time. It has been the last 10 minutes down. Oh, okay. So I was hoping that would say what it does. Looks like I'm gonna have to. Does anybody by chance know how much Ever Burning Ignition buffs your resourcefulness, multicraft, and ingenuity by? Is there anything to represent it in sim mode? I think it says +3 per point in the talent. Oh, did I just overlook it completely? Where is it? Ever Burning. Oh, based on your Ever Burning Forge specialization. Oh. Thank you, Taze. Also, what's up, Taze? Nice to see you. Ever Burning Forge. Okay. What's up, Anna Jodis? Yes, I am doing some blacksmithing. How's the XPAC going? You know, it's going. I'm not gonna lie, like, you know, I haven't made like crazy profits like, you know, you'd hope. I'm sure some people have just made millions upon millions of gold. But I've just been kind of going through the process, figuring things out. But I've been enjoying it. So, I mean, it's new content, new stuff to do, which is always fun. How about you, Taze? How have things been treating you in this expansion so far? Have you made any solid money? Hey, Jordan, how's it going? Oh, this has 40 point opportunities. Gain 2 extra charges of ever burning ignition. Okay. So, like, I wonder. So if it gets, if I get 3 per point, then I have 24 points. I'm bad at math, so I'm just gonna do this real quick. So I'd be 72 extra multi-craft. So let's do a scan and let's do some simulations with that extra multi-craft and see what it says. Going good. Love solo content. So ready to test out the delves. Oh, have you not done any delves yet? I've heard a lot of people say that, you know, they enjoy solo content, and so they're super psyched for the delves, which is awesome. I think it's super cool that Blizzard is making some efforts to create some additional content for people that want to do solo stuff. So I bought 10,000 of each type of ore. So Weaver Cloth, Dawn Weave, and Dusk Weave. And I'm going through the process of milling it all, or not milling, but unraveling to capture that data for my gold making sheet. But here's the gold making sheet so far. My intention is to have this available by the end of this stream, so y'all can use it and do whatever you want. I don't know why that won't move down. It's actually pissing me off. I was going to add something up here, which is why I was moving this stuff, and now I can't remember what I was going to add. Fuck. Something super important, too. But we've got inscription, so inscription's ready to go. So you can come in here. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Only edit cells with this yellow background. That should do. We'll throw an exclamation point on there. Doing pretty good. Love to hear that, Jordan. Very nice. I've been floating around the same gold amount, but I'm stacking some rank 3 mats. Maybe a mistake for season release. I only have done rank 3 delves, which is the highest at the moment. Yeah, I don't necessarily think stacking rank 3 materials for the season start is a bad idea. You know, it's a gamble, right? Like, it might not pay off, but it might. You don't know. So definitely worth a shot, in my opinion. So I'm also curious if I gave myself an extra 120 resourcefulness with that enchant, and then multi-craft. Oh, actually, it'd be 120 plus 72. So what is that, 192? And then multi-craft would be plus 72. And then the tinderbox is super expensive. Okay, so far it doesn't help out a whole lot, but it might help with the core alloy. Not really. It really didn't help, did it? Just interesting, because if I crafted the rank 2s, I mean, I would be banking on multi-craft procs pretty big time. I'm tempted to just use an ever-burning ignition just to see how it impacts my stats. Because I'm just not confident that it gives me the amount I said. This weekend has really tanked a lot of auction house markets. It has. Well, yeah, I think with Blizzard implementing whatever changes they did, I think they just added like additional servers to the auction house system essentially to increase the capability of it. I'm like getting a hot flash, one sec. But yeah, anyways, I think the auction house just working. People just started tossing shit up. So it'll be interesting to see how things balance out, especially once the season starts. It'll be really interesting to see. Carlos Der Meister, what's up? I made 2.5 million gold, had 50K before. That's massive. What did you do, Carlos? So my multi-craft is at 314. I want to take note of that just so I can. And resourcefulness is at 528. Oh wait, that's not the right character. Resourcefulness is 95, which is pretty bad. All right, so if I use Everburning, oh, it requires me to be at the forge. Lame. T-Dup, what's up? Nice to see you, homie. How you doing? Manders, appreciate the lurk. Selling crushed gemstones with 60 characters. I'd be curious to hear, did you spec your character's knowledge points in any particular way for that, Carlos? And I'm also curious, did you get the jewel crafting bag on all those characters to increase the amount of crushed gemstones you get by 1? I kind of overlooked the fact that you said 60 characters, and I'm now having questions about how you managed to get 60 characters set up with jewel crafting. Or maybe it was just as simple as learning the Kaz Algar or whatever jewel crafting, and then you just start crushing like with early launch. Maybe you didn't even need to worry about knowledge points. Okay. So let me go to the forge on this bad boy. See what it tells me. Okay. 87 ingenuity, 97 multicraft, and 102 resourcefulness. Okay. So now let's quickly jet back to the auction house. Now that we have those stats, and see if that impacted things at all. Matt.
What the hell are you on?
Thank you so much for the raid.
Have you been smoking some funny cigarettes or something?
Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. I'm gonna get this lovely shout out here. Matt, holy crap. Thank you so much again for the raid. Hello, welcome in everybody. My name's Semicolon. I'm the best, worst gold maker there is. But that's my claim to fame. How's everybody doing? What's up, Oak? Manders again, hello. Nice to see you. How was your stream, Matt?
What the hell are you on?
What the hell are you
Have you
on?
been smoking some funny cigarettes or something?
He's been smoking some funny cigarettes. By the way, Snufflings, thank you so much for the follow. Doe Knights 1, thank you so much for the follow. If anyone has questions about gold making, please feel free to ask. Since there's a good chunk of folks here, I'm just gonna do a shameless plug real quick here. But it's ultimately for the betterment of anybody interested in gold making. I'm making this gold making cheat sheet. It's actually going to be available. I mean, the first iteration ideally will be open, available by the end of this stream. So essentially, as of right now, I've just got a few recipes I'm working on. There's always going to be new recipes being added. But there's inscription. So if you want to do like milling, you can just input the prices here and you'll see if there's profitable milling. Here's knowledge points associated. I'll eventually have the shopping strings added in here. There's going to be a sheet for cooking. As of right now, the only thing I have in it is portion steak processing for hot honeycomb. But we will add more cooking recipes kind of once we see what cooking recipes are going to be popular, what cooking dishes are going to be popular, I guess. Tailoring, we've got unraveling, working through this one right now and actually collecting the data. So I purchased 10,000 of each type of cloth and have gone through unraveling it to see what the data is on that. So unraveling will be available. And then going to do jewel crafting, prospecting specifically. So that'll also be a wonderful one. And this is going to be completely free, by the way, just to clarify. So yeah, a link will be shared, and then it'll also be in my Discord. If anybody's interested, I'll pop that in there. But real quick to backtrack, go make sure you follow Met if you haven't already. Met is a very wonderful streamer. Somebody made a comment on my stream yesterday saying they appreciate it because it's very chill. And Met's streams are also unbelievably chill. And he's also got the best looking World of Warcraft game you'll see. So, yeah. Again, Met, thank you so much.
What the hell are you on?
What the hell are you
Have you
on?
been smoking some funny cigarettes or something?
Carlos, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. Just learning jewel crafting, getting it to 12, buying professional equipment to push the skill to 30, and then crush with quality 3 bismuth and concentration. Oh, shit. Okay. Right on. Good for you. Carlos was saying that he made 2.5 million gold with 60 characters doing jewel crafting crushing for the crushed gemstones. So I was curious about that process, and that's what he was saying there.
Wow.
Was good. Lots of Darkmoon Faire. Love it. Darkmoon Faire is super important. I'm sure, most people here are from Met stream, but everybody, make sure you get Darkmoon Faire knocked out if you haven't. Andy Jodis, thank you so much for the gifted sub, my man. Spoono TV, congrats on the gifted sub. By the way, subs will have a little early access to certain aspects of the sheet, but that's going to be down the road. So just one kind of little benefit to subscribing, I suppose. Sorry, I got an itchy back here. Let's see. You are the best gold maker that wears glasses, has a beard, makes spreadsheets that blind people, and and makes spreadsheets that blind people, and has a wired headset. Those are the nicest things anyone's ever said to me, Madge. Thank you so much. You should put the profession videos on a playlist on YouTube and keep them apart from the live video saves. It was a bit hard to find your new videos last night because it's all mixed together. I thought it was all in playlists, actually. So I don't know. That's very strange. Okay, so I was looking at blacksmithing specifically with the ever-burning ignition. I wanted to see how that impacted my crafting, to see if like any of the smelting was profitable. A lot of the smelting, well, like these 3 other recipes are profitable once you optimize the materials. But it's barely profitable, and markets are so kind of up and down right now that it's kind of nerve-wracking doing any of that. So I think currently, like with smelting specifically, it's just kind of a waiting game. Hopefully it becomes a bit more profitable down the road, especially once I get more knowledge points. But there's not a whole lot of knowledge points that impact smelting. It's just means of productions and fortuitous forges at this point that I need to max out. But hopefully those, along with ever-burning ignition, will kind of push it over the edge and make these crafts a smidge more profitable. That would be ideal, at least. 46 gold a craft. I just don't know, man. It's risky. In my opinion, it's risky. Mad, you're limited by concentration, also not really worth it anymore because the price is 10% of what it was when I did it. Yeah, for sure. It's tough. You got to figure out what to spend those concentration points on now to be profitable. Like even like with blacksmithing, I could spend my concentration on sanctified alloy, but even the rank 3 is not that much more expensive. And it used 400 concentration. I'd be able to do 2 crafts. I mean, profit's profit, I suppose, but kind of feels bad. All right, let's look at leather working as well. I don't know. Maybe it was just the page I was on that normally tells me if it's on my playlist. Going to lurk. Kiddo wants to play outside for a bit last night before school. Sounds good, Manders. I appreciate you hanging out briefly. Very appreciated. Did you see my screenshot from last night for 1.5 hours of farming? Looking. I didn't know. Where'd you post it, T-Doop? I think weapon enchants might be good use for concentration. Yeah, I did use concentration on some weapon enchants for the first time today, actually. So I'm going to be continuing that trend. But I could only do 2 weapon enchants at rank 3 before I ran out of concentration. So I guess that's the benefit of stacking up some ingenuity in the hopes that it gets refunded. So I will craft some of these. Why not? Still unsure if this is pronounced chitin or chitin. I've heard both. We'll craft up some chitin, so I like chitin. I think I'll stick with chitin. Kind of sound like I said shitting. General chat on Discord. Okay. Yeah, I don't see a screenshot. I saw you posted saying you started at 4,700 gold and just emptied mail from farming last night, and you're at 42,420. Blaze it for an hour and a half of farming. And I asked you a question, T-Dupe, if you would pay attention to Discord. I asked what you did, and you ignored my question. Above that, I see prospecting results. Oh, I see it. Okay. It was above Manders as well. So I'm guessing this is all what you got right here. That's solid, man. Big money. Big money bags. Google says chitin, but who cares? Chitin it is. Hell yeah. Chitin sounds better. Unraveling's very slow. I want to, on my Alchemist, I would love to get the recipe for, I'd love to get the recipe for, there's just like a aerated file of Quick Hands that exists in this expansion. It's not as impactful, which is unfortunate. The aerated file of Quick Hands rank 3 increased your, crafting speed by like 40%, and it's not anywhere near that in this expansion, unfortunately. It's like 5 to 15% depending on the rank. But better than nothing, I suppose. Okay, we will definitely do gardener's baskets. We'll do Hide Seeker's pack as well. Bags were empty at start. Okay, that's what's up. Did you enjoy going around farming? I've said it so many times. I really want to start up a character to go around and go farming, but there's just so much else for me to do, like, constantly. I just can't fathom the time for that. Okay, let me craft or check blacksmithing profession tools as well. Proficient skinning knife, damn. Well, that's certainly not going to sell for that much. But we'll craft a few. Just in case some poor soul comes by. Like, what is happening here? It wasn't bad. It was nice, quiet, and relaxing. What zone did you farm in, T-Dupe? I'm so happy the NA auction house is working now. What the hell are you on? Have you been smoking some funny cigarettes or something? Whatever that top left on the map, Hallowfall. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, so it's kind of funny. Total profit 127,530 gold. Crafting cost 127, 520 gold. 50% profit.
What the hell are you on?
What the hell
Have
are
Have
you
you
on?
been smoking some funny cigarettes or something?
Chocolate cherry Coke. Dude, you and I need to be best friends. And I'm going to log out and show you why. I mean, we kind of go head to head because I have a bunch of characters named Diet Pepsi, so I might be more of a Pepsi guy. You're clearly a Coke guy, but I mean, who else names their characters after a soda pop? Just follow the gorge all the way around a few times. Not a bad idea. Might have to get in on that. Well, definitely we'll get in on that, but probably by the time I start doing a gathering, the prices are going to be completely shot. But that's okay. What the hell are you on? Have you been smoking some funny cigarettes or something? Okay, so we'll get this stuff crafted, and then hopefully by the time we're done with that, my unraveling is done, and then we can possibly look at prospecting. My prospector is doesn't have all the knowledge points, but there's a lot of knowledge points to go in, that goes into prospecting. So it might not be profitable for me to prospect at this time, but
What the hell are you on?
totally fine
What the
with
hell
that.
are
Have you been smoking some funny cigarettes or something?
Track City Nat. Hello. Love the name. Welcome in. Again, if anybody has any questions about gold making, please feel free to ask. I might not have the right answers, but I will at least give you an answer. Or a answer. Okay. But I think I might just suck it up and buy one of those crafting speed, or a couple of those crafting speed flasks before I get into prospecting. Just to speed things up a smidge. I'm just doing it while the money is high. I wasn't sitting in the capital like some. Leveling my crafters is hard. Yeah, I'm not. Most of my crafters I'm not leveling. I mean, I don't think there's really a reason to level crafters at this point. From what I can tell, you'll have access to everything regardless of being level 80 or not. So, doesn't seem as necessary, which I think has always been the case, but. Finally, Boundless Ciphers are selling. I mean leveling professions, not the tunes. Oh, I see. Okay, I gotcha. That's interesting. I actually feel like leveling the professions is super easy now compared to War Within. Dragonflight. Like Dragonflight is like once you got to, I don't know, like 50s, 60s, you were just kind of screwed. There's really nothing else you could do to level up your crafts, but or level up your skill. But it seems like every profession has still some recipes that you can do to continue the leveling up process. Like in Dragonflight, my blacksmith, I think the highest he got was like 55 or 60, and I had him for a long time, did a lot of crafting. But this guy's already like way like considerably higher than that, and I'll be able to keep leveling it pretty much on a daily basis. It's expensive is the problem, and the markets are shit. Yeah, for sure. Do you know which add-on works like CraftSim, CraftQ, just for predefined workflows, basically doing the same thing over and over again? Carlos, you could check out TSM. The challenge with TSM is it's not going to take into account multi-craft resourcefulness, that kind of thing, but you can set up like crafting operations in TSMs. Like if you, let's just use like the Steelsmith apron, for example. Like if you always want to have like 5 of those in stock, you can have a crafting operation that will take into account how many you currently have. So if you want to have 5 and you have 3 and you click the restock button in TSM, it'll put into your craft queue to craft 2 of them. And you can set that up for any item in your recipe book. The challenge with like TSMs is, again, just it doesn't take into account resourcefulness, multi-craft, that kind of thing. So if you're looking for profitability within TSM, you're not going to find it. So if you're going to set up a crafting queue with TSM, you'd probably want to be pretty confident that anytime you're restocking, it's going to be profitable, because TSM is going to tell you it's not. What up, Big Daddy? Jim James Gaming. What's up, my dude? How you doing? Nice to see you. Hopefully life's treating you well. How far behind am I going to be if I still don't have my alts getting this week's weekly knowledge points? I got real life start to this X-Pack. I'm level 76 right now on my main. I was planning on doing tailoring, alchemy, inscription, and chanting while leveling up with dual gathering first. Am I cooked? No, not at all, Carlos. I think... Okay, so in Dragonflight, I tried saying it all the time. Like even towards the end of Dragonflight, like there was like 2 months left in the Dragonflight expansion, and I was still saying you could pick up certain professions right now and start making money off of them. Are you going to be behind technically? But it's 1 week. Even if you were getting a month late start, like it's fine. There's still going to be gold making opportunities. I wouldn't sweat it that much. Now, with that being said, if you have those characters that are like, if they're already level 70, it might not be a bad idea to, try and do some of the weekly stuff, get those professions set up, quickly level them to 25, maybe try to do a few of the weekly things, get the treaty, get the crafting order ones done, just to try to get a little bit of some knowledge points. But again, if you don't, it's not, like, in my opinion, it's not a big deal at all. Better now. Had the kid in the ER Saturday. Kid is good now, but couldn't stop throwing up. That sounds terrifying, Jim. Happy to hear your child's feeling better now, but sorry to hear that for them and you. I imagine that was a pretty stressful time. There's catch-up mechanics for knowledge points. That's actually news to me. How does that work, T-Dude? Nice, thanks. I'm going to do the Dalaran Dorn intro and my Alch inscription alt just to get them in Dornball and try to do some weekly knowledge points. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Cherry Coke. OMG, you play Hunt Showdown too? Yeah, how'd you figure that out? How do you know? Like, what the fuck? How do you know that? With the patron orders. Okay. I'm curious how that is a catch-up mechanic. Because everybody still is like has, unless you get extra patron orders if you're starting late or something like that. But blacksmithing. Proficient. Okay, that will do. Wonderful. How's your little one doing? He's doing fantastic. He's doing really well. He had like a major cluster feed last night. Had like 11 or 12 ounces of milk in the span of 3 hours. And cluster, like dealing with cluster feeding fucking sucks. I guess I just want item level. That's really all I want for... I feel like that's description. That's probably leatherworking. Okay. You, sir, are goated. It's in my... Oh, it is in my bio. Duh. You play Cherry Coke. What region are you in? If you're in NA, we could totally play sometime. Anything new this upcoming week? Also, what's up, David? Welcome in. Nice to see you. When you say anything new, like, what are you referring to? Like new with me or just in the game? So the treaties you can use once a week, but I heard if you miss a week, you can use 2 next week. Oh, that's cool, Madge. I didn't know that. That would be a welcomed change from Dragonflight. For that reason specifically. So if people miss a week, they aren't behind everyone else. Well, but since everybody has, like, so I guess, again, sorry, Tito, my question, maybe you don't know. Do the people that are behind get extra patron orders that ultimately is extra knowledge points? Because if they're getting the same amount of per week patron orders per week that I'm getting, then obviously it's not as big of a catch-up mechanic. They get orders with knowledge points, I believe. Yeah, but we're getting orders with knowledge points, my dude. Eat all the foods, grow big and strong. Yeah. He's growing. His belly, when Little Man's has a ton of milk, his belly looks like an alien. Does that catch-up work like, say, the bronze bullion? Then that would be a true catch-up. I don't know. So, who knows? I think, Madge, you know about thaumaturgy. What would be, if I was gonna start going, I'm not gonna go thaumaturgy on this character, but what would be the best route to go in thaumaturgy? If it doesn't give you the ability to get Old Week's knowledge points, it's not really catch up. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, like, I would hope that Blizzard would come up with a system to allow people to get some catch-up gear. or catch up knowledge points. But I have no idea. All right, we'll try experimenting again and probably blow up the first try. No new learned recipes. Wait, why? Oh. You got the main one, then to make the gems. If you hover over them, I can tell you. So you go main one. Also allows you to attempt acts of thaumaturgy. Thaumaturgy. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but whatever. Then there's mercurial materials, volatile materials, omnious materials, gleaming, transmutagen, and transmutation. Okay, so you just dump 55 points into here. And 20 into gleaming. Oops. Then you can make the gems from mutagens. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's a whole new can of worms I have no idea about. It's unfortunate missive prices have already come down quite a bit more. Missives were like five grand just a few days ago. So much money to be made. Okay. I'm gonna look at this profession because I haven't taken really that good of a look. I was actually in Met's stream earlier, and he was talking about how basically alchemy is weird unless you're going thaumaturgy. It sounds like going thaumaturgy. It's a bit more straightforward, but currently finding profitability in alchemy for me right now is non-existent. Sorry, one moment. Sorry, guys, I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. Wait till raid comes out. Pots will skyrocket. Yeah, probably. There will probably be a lot more opportunity for them at that point. It just seems like there is a market for them already, like tempered versatility. Oh, I probably just need to like or concentration proc that. Like, are these people just selling these because they're leveling up their profession? So it's 446. So I could craft this twice. So I guess we'll just do that. Hopefully we get some solid multi-craft procs. Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Love it. No procs. We love to see it. I don't even have an alchemy group set up. Flasks. I guess we'll just put this as stacks of 2 right now. Not super ideal. What do you think about racial bonuses for professions? Honestly, I'm kind of indifferent on like racial bonuses. I think they're fine. I haven't really made characters with the intention of like, I want this racial bonus for my professions. Maybe it's a good idea to do that, but it's just not really something that I've done. But again, maybe I should be. All right, so I got 33,015 spool of weaver thread. Let me just mark down these quantities real quick, and then I'll drag this over. Dawn thread, I got 9532. And dusk thread, 9615. Okay. Just a moment here. So just to quickly finish getting price references. Spool of Weaver thread, rank 2 is 8 gold. Spool of Dusk thread, rank 2 is 9.55. Spool of Dawn thread, rank 2 is 8.93. So, based on that, so I bought 10,000 of each cloth. So 10,000 Weaver cloth. I spent 288,000. 10,000 Dusk Weave 65 and Dawn Weave 49.9. Based on the current prices, let me actually do one last thing just to make it a bit more clear on profitability. I have literally no idea if this is going to be profitable. All right, so I spent 403,500 gold, and the value is 441,064. Now there's a pretty good chance that prices fluctuated between now and when I initially bought these herbs, because I bought them like early this morning. But a smidge of profit, so that's cool. Oh, I guess like I wonder if I put that to 850, 8.50. So that helped a little bit. Press check Discord PM. Okay. I did a follow around in the Rookery. I got a lot of cloth of my two tailors, and they're not stuck into cloth collection. Should run two of your accounts and two of mine. Yeah, potentially, Anajotis. I currently don't have any characters actually set up for cloth collection specifically, but that is something that I do want to do at some point. So, okay. Let me look at my other tailor who is spec'd into multi-craft, because now what I want to look at, now that I've gotten a bunch of this Weaver thread, Dawn thread, Dusk thread, whatever the fuck thread, I want to see if any sort of bolt crafting is worth it. Which mats do you think will skyrocket when the season starts? I don't know that anything's going to skyrocket. I think most mats have a chance of going up, but it's also possible that people are, like somebody earlier in the stream said that they're collecting a lot of materials and just holding them until the season starts. So it's also possible that people are building up a stockpile of mats and just going to dump them into the auction house once the season starts. So it's also possible that prices come down. So I think the thing, like, I think it's just there's a lot of unknowns, I suppose, with it that make it a little bit more, like unsure what will happen. But if I had to guess, I mean, materials directly related to like PvE content. So I think jewel crafting, specifically with gems, that market is going to expand. Like gem crafting has been in the shits all of War Within so far. But once people start getting more gems, I think there's a chance that more gear, gems should probably go up. Enchanting will probably increase. Flask and potion crafting will hopefully go up. Like anything related to like PvE content should hopefully see a nice impact. Okay, so this is saying it is not profitable to do this craft at all. But what I want to do... Okay, so the weaver thread that I got is basically my current price for the weaver thread was not worth it. So that's unfortunate, but weaver cloth bolts, or sorry, exquisite bolts sell pretty well. Oh, I haven't done anything. Hold on, this isn't the right character then. Maybe it's Max Sauce. I hate to bug you with another question, but I have 15 level 70s, 1 level 76, and 7 million liquid gold. What would you do if it were me? If you were me? Number one, don't sweat asking questions. That's literally why I stream. So feel free to always ask questions. What would I do if I was you? That's a good question. I would just start with creating a character for every profession, essentially. Every crafting profession. And then really just start there. There's going to be certain professions like tailoring, for example. You can do like the bolt cooldowns. And I think that's a good thing to do and is well worth it. I wonder, is this taking into account the Mossable thread at 8 silver? I mean, it's a negligible amount. It doesn't matter, actually. I'm actually just kind of surprised that the weaver cloth bolts are still valued so low. I just don't know. Well, okay. So at this point, at this rate, I would just sell all the threads that I got. Okay. Yeah, sorry. So chocolate, I would just do one of every profession. Some professions, like in past expansions, people have set up armies with alchemy and tailoring because the transmute weekly cooldowns and the bolt weekly cooldowns. So that is definitely something that you could do, which would probably be a good idea. But that's, yeah, I'm not sure if that's going to be the best route in this expansion. It probably will be, though. So where's the profit in unraveling? Sorry, little one needed bath. Once people have more sparks and stuff, they'll probably go up because they're because aren't the bolts needed for gear crafting? You know, that's a good question. I'm not totally certain on that. I can check right now. So that would be nice to know. Exquisite weaver cloth bolts are where it's at, it seems like right now. I wonder if cloth collectors have a chance to just find weaver cloth bolts like on the ground. I'm also curious how people are already getting rank 3. So it would maybe be worth it to just unravel the rank 3s. Like, let's plug that in. And this will answer your question, T-Dupe. So where's the profit in unraveling? So it kind of just depends. So if we look at Weaver Cloth right now, rank 3 is $29.90. I don't know if this would guarantee rank 3 cloth or threads, but let's just pretend it does for the time being. Spool of Weaver thread rank 3 is $14.99. So just putting in those amounts, the profitability on Weaver thread fucking skyrockets. Holy shit. I want to test that now. Apricot ink. It's very profitable, even just like this. I might just buy the materials and craft. Because why not? It'll be some easy money. Now, optimizing for rank 2. Not worth it. If I wanted to craft 500 apricot ink, what's that going to set me back? Not a whole lot. Let's do it. Get some mods to level 80, and like Bryce said, get some tunes doing cooldowns. I have 2 level 80, 78 and 70s, most of them doing some kind of cooldown. Yeah. Might do a combo 45 Taylor, Alk for all army stuff, but also try to specialize in certain chains for crafting or crafting gems. I mean, yeah, eventually you'll be able to do like, you know, like one character will be able to do everything, which will be nice. Okay, so I want to buy 5 Weaver cloth and see what unraveling tells me. So that does not guarantee max rank. I would need 450. I'm currently at 316. So even maxing out quality fabric, so that's going to give me 30 skill plus 5, 10, 15. So 45 skill. So yeah, people must not be able to guarantee rank 3 threads unless I am missing something. Because there's a lot of rank 3 thread on the auction house. Okay, well, whatever. Let's check out prospecting now. So just for prospecting, here's how I've set up my trees so far. So the only So you need to put 10 points into shaping just to unlock your first sub specialization, which then you go into gem finding. I put 38 points in here. I actually wish I hadn't done that. I wish I'd only put 35 points, because I would have taken those 3 extra knowledge points and put them into one of these lower trees. But you want to put 35 points into gem finding so that you can get all these sub-spec trees unlocked. And then I'm basically just going to evenly distribute points throughout these trees as I level up. Because putting like 5 points into emerald increases, you get a 2% additional chance to find an extravagant emerald when prospecting. And that's the exact same for onyx, ruby, sapphire. 10 points, you have a chance to discover an extravagant emerald when prospecting null stones. Nobody's going to prospect null stones right now, so that's completely worthless. But the 15-point node and the 20-point node are... So the 5, 10... Wait a minute. The 5, 15, and 20-point nodes are important for prospecting. So, to do this, number 1, let me get all this thread sent out. Tailoring threads. Mailing. Okay, wonderful. Okay, I want to get rid of all the ore in my bags. And gems. Okay, that should be everything. I need to send money. $500,000, I guess. Oh, Anna Jodis, I read your comment wrong. I read that you had a level 80, a level 78, and level 70s, but you're saying you have 78 level 70s. Yes. He no-lifed Remix. For sure. You know what? Maybe I should say spools. And then let me grab these from the parent group. So it looks like these sell pretty decent. I might put them in the stacks of 500. I had 30 max levels prior to Panda Remix, and Panda Remix was too easy. Clearly. I feel like I've only made gold with 2 professions. Alch and engineering. Those are the 2 professions that I have not made a cent with. I'm guessing profession tools and engineering, and then alchemy is just your thaumaturgy stuff. Well, let me actually get this started. Okay, so eventually I'm going to need to add more stuff to this, but we can start with this. Okay. So the different ores, we've got bismuth, acrorite. Spelled that wrong. Akirite. Maybe that's how you spell it or pronounce it. Iron claw ore, and lastly, certainly least as well, handful of pebbles. So first thing I'm curious about, what happens when I prospect this? Give me something like a gem. Oh, I forgot. Gems don't have qualities now. So does it matter at all what quality ore you prospect? That'd be something worth testing at some point. I think for this test, we'll just start with rank 1s. How did that bismuth sneak through, though? That's what I'm curious about. Pebbles and beveled amber. Vegasaur was kind enough to follow along, and he did a ton of runs, so shout out to him. Oh, that's right. He carried you, or like boosted you through a bunch of dungeons, right? 10,000's probably, yeah, my entire budget. So we'll do 3K. Does anybody by chance remember what the crafting speed flasker file is in this expansion? what it's called. Magi did pilfering. Oh, that's right. Pilfering was super profitable at the start. And I don't think... Yeah, so there's no knowledge points for, like, resource. When crafting stone reagents. I wonder if that impacts... I don't think so. Okay. So we have 3,000 of each. File of enhanced ambidex. Thank you. File of enhanced. Hey, my guy. We'll just start with 2. Okay, start with bismuth. And while that's going, we can start creating the sheet. This one's going to be a pain in the ass to create because there's so many different things you can receive from prospecting. Equals that times that. And I think I'm going to have to do it for each one individually. Because the materials are shared, so I'm going to have to prospect bismuth. I'm going to have to record everything I receive. And then prospect the next one, record it. So let me just give me some space here. So, glass, crushed gems. There's like multiple ranks. Oh, maybe the rank of the ore determines the rank of crushed gemstone you get. I'd have to look into that. Ambivalent amber. Stunning sapphire. Well, fuck it. I'll just put sapphire. I can never spell sapphire right. I think that's right. Is it? 2 P's. Ah, I got it. Emerald. Onyx. And ruby. Hey, Card Freak, what's up, dude? Pebbles as well. Okay, that's a start. Gonna turn the old webcam off here for just a little bit. Making 1,000 unstable triggers so I can pilfer through parts, them to get war within engineering mats. It's funny, we were just talking about that with Madge, that he did that for profit. Because at least at the start of War Within, you had some pretty big chances of well, chances haven't changed, but some of the different engineering crafting parts were really expensive then. But I'm sure prices have come down considerably on a lot of that. What's the permit? Oh, that's the mount recipe. Gotcha. And isn't that going to be only like fillable through crafting orders? Like, it's not something that you can just craft up the mount and toss that on the auction house, right? Oh, it's bind on equip. Okay, so you should be able to toss it on the auction house. Well, this will go a bit quicker since we're just doing 3,000 instead of 10. My good homie Scope Killer did some prospecting on his stream this morning, and he found, from his end, now he plays on EU, so things might be a little bit different, but I can pull up what he ended up with. So he started off with 100 bismuth, or 1,000 bismuth. Got, this is what he received. 1,000 iron claw. This is what he received, and 1,000 aquarite. I think he spent about 30K to do the crafting, and the value of everything, I think he said, was like around 15. So certainly not great, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay. How's this coming over here? Looks to be good. I just want to learn the patterns for crafting gear at the moment. I've started leveling alts with other professions. Are you trying to do like oh, so you're like trying to do crafting gear to like sell crafted gear to people, is that right? So I wish TSM, when it said cheapest auction below minimum price, well, I guess that is telling me. So I think I'm going to just duplicate this. Oops, tits. No min. Minimum price we'll just put to like 2 gold for now. This is not ideal, but I want these things to post consistently. I might do another 40k pilfering. What do you pilfer when you do that, Madge? Shock spring coils. Oh, so you use dragonflight materials. I was looking at engineering and pilfering, and all the materials that you can pilfer from old expansions like skyrocketed in price. Before this, I was gathering ore and herbs and ringing deep so I could get data populated for my gather mate too. Have you found, is there any particular zone for gathering that's better than others? I was talking to T-Dupe earlier, and he said that he was gathering in Hallowfell, I think. Yeah, Hallowfell. He made like 45k or like 40k gold from an hour and a half. I spent 200k to get my permit and sold it. Wait, you sold the mount for 950k? Is that what you're saying, Madge? Oh, the permit. So you could, I guess I'm not familiar with the permit. I figured when you guys were saying permit, you were just talking about the recipe, but it's like called permit or something like that. But a part for it. Gotcha. Okay. The mount cost 3 mil to make. Holy shit. So that's the gold sink of this expansion. Rank 2 spools of Weaver Thread are coming down quite a bit, which might make crafting spools of Weaver Thread profitable. I don't know if I want to risk 200k again. Look, if you did 200k, you would still be in the positive from selling that for 950k. And imagine if you got another. I hope it doesn't drop from 3 mil. Yeah, from what they're saying, it sounds like there's certain materials that guarantee that price is going to be 3 mil. I haven't seen the mount, so I don't know. I have no idea what it looks like. I really want more knowledge for jewel crafting. It's 4. Tomorrow's reset, though. I'm fucking psyched about that. Get a bunch of new knowledge points on every character. I also was like super tempted. How much acuity do I have on this character? none? Wait. Oh, there it is. I'm half tempted to spend this Artisan's Acuity and get the jewel crafting bag that increases the amount of crushed gemstones you receive by 1. Because I think what the profitable thing with prospecting, at least right now, is going to be is instead of just selling these gems as raw gems on the auction house, I think what's going to make it profitable is just literally crushing all of it into crushed gemstones. And anything I can do to increase the amount of crushed gemstones I'm getting is going to be worth it. So let me go look and see what it takes to get that bag crafted. I actually have this jeweler's purse. I'm going to submit the order for this. Screw it. I don't know if anybody has the recipe right now. I'm going to post in trade chat. Egg Neuro, what's up? Welcome in. Is prospecting profit on NA? I don't know. I'm going through the process right now to see if prospecting is profitable on NA. So we will have to see. A buddy of mine, Scope Killer, who's on EU, did some prospecting this morning and did not find it to be profitable. But I'm very curious to see if it is. Let's just put like 5,000 gold commission. Hopefully somebody fills this ASAP. I'm EU myself trying to find a chill income like that. Oh shit, somebody fulfilled it fucking immediately. Egg, I hope it's cool if I just call you Egg. So one thing I am working on, I'm not sure if you're familiar with what I did in Dragonflight, but I am working on a gold making cheat sheet. I'll be sharing the link to this today, actually. It's going to be something that I'm kind of working on constantly. But like there's data on here for like, you know, some kind of like AFK. So like if you're interested in unraveling, which is obviously similar to prospecting, you'd be able to plug in your region's numbers here and see if anything's profitable. Setting it up for cooking as well. Currently I only have Cinder Bee Belly, portion steak, but that'll change. Milling, unraveling, and I'm working on getting data for prospecting with jewel crafting right now. But anyways, point is you can stay tuned and hopefully that'll become available. Or when it does come available, hopefully you can take advantage of it. From experience, how profitable is crafting things like profession equipment or quality 3 materials in a few weeks, months? I feel like the profit margins will be quite low and only things like gem/enchant concentration crafts will be good. So from what I've been able to tell, Carlos, is And I'm not, don't take my word for this because I'm not 100% certain. But I believe most reagents, if not all reagents.
What the hell are you on?
What the hell are
Have
you
you
on?
been smoking some funny cigarettes or something?
Egg, thank you so much for the follow. Very much appreciated. You can also join my Discord if you want, which is where, anytime a new version of the sheet comes available, ultimately it's going to be available in Discord. So if you're interested, you can join Discord as well. Anyways, Carlos, from what I've been able to tell, I don't think any profession or any crafted reagent is going to be able to guaranteed rank 3 from crafting no matter what. In Dragonflight, once your skill got high enough, you would just guarantee a rank 3 craft no matter what, for the most part. But again, I don't think that's going to be the case here. So that'll change things a bit. I don't know how things are going to work out down the road. It's really tough to say. Right now, profession equipment is profitable, and using concentration to guarantee rank 3 crafting materials is also worth it. In some cases, at least. Okay, so let's go back to the data sheet. So I received 181 glass, 65 crushed gems, 99 ambivalent ambers, 17 sapphire, 19 emerald, 26 onyx, 11 rubies, and I already had 3,000 pebbles, so I got 592 pebbles. I wish I didn't have these extra pebbles in my inventory. Well, I guess I could just, yeah, okay, that works. I actually need some space. Because I think what pebbles from Bismuth. 592. Price was technically 0. And I receive only ambivalent ambers from it. I think once you get all knowledge points you can and blue equipment. Yeah, it's definitely possible, Madge, once you do. I mean, I've done a lot of simulations and added the top quality reagents to craft different reagents, like decorative lens, for example. I've gone through and gone into simulation mode and checked, and haven't been able to see that it's profitable, but I think there's certainly a chance that could change, or that I wasn't doing the simulating correctly. You spent 297K to do pilfering. I'm going to be very curious to hear how that works out for you. So I did 592, or I had 592 handfuls of pebbles. So once this is done, I'll see how many pebbles I have, subtract 2, and that'll be resourcefulness rocks. All right, so I had 31 additional pebbles from resourcefulness. So what's 592 plus 31? 590 plus 30 is 620, plus 3 is 623. Okay, so I'm actually going to delete these pebbles because I don't want it to interfere with the rest. So I had 100, no, I only had, I had 99 ambivalent ambers, and I have 223 now. So I earned 124 from this. I think that's right. All right, I think it's worth collecting price data now. So let's do that. All right, glittering glass. Crushed gems. Crushed gemstones. Ambivalent amber. Oh, okay. Sapphire emerald. Okay. Let me go to my jewel crafting price source. So, bismuth, aquarite, iron claw, ore, handful of pebbles. I'm not even going to include nullstone, actually. I'm going to delete that. Glittering glass, crushed gemstones. Okay. Let's quickly update the prices for these. 40, 16.14, 16, 16.97. $97.45, 93.93, 38.10, 107.74, 0.08, 5.92, 6.73. Okay. This is the fun part, linking all these cells. Glass. Crushed gemstones. Sapphire. Ruby. Pebbles. And ambivalent amber again. Okay. So equals that times that. Okay, so I spent 120,000 gold on bismuth, and after prospecting, the value is 50,000 gold. Now, what I do want to do is I want to go through and crush literally all of it and see how that works out. So I'm going to come over here, crushing. And I'll basically take all of that and that. I guess I could just get rid of that and put equals this cell plus this cell. Okay. My bad. Each item was 40 gold, and you need 5 to pilfer, so 200 gold each pilfer. That'll be 1,485 pilfers if I get no resource rocks. For some reason, you need all skill points, blue professional equipment, and the needed knowledge point to get 100% quality 3 mat with quality. Oh, okay. Good to know. Thanks for looking into that, Carlos. Oh, but it costs bismuth to do this. I forgot about that. So it requires 3... 296. That divided by that. So I can do 98 of these. I need 980 bismuth. Now, does the quality of the bismuth impact this at all? I would imagine it does. Um, 980. Just for sake of checking this. 4415. Okay. Let's go through and crush all of it. It's guarantee rank 2. Okay, I think this is going to pay off. Freshing lurk. Sounds good. Appreciate it, Manders. Once again. Oh wow, proficient pickaxes actually sold. Surprised to see that. Okay. Maybe this isn't going to be worth it. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully these blue quality gems blow up the amount of crushed gemstones I'm receiving. All right. Don't let me down here. Oh, 10. Okay, nice. I need a bit more bismuth. So 25. How many times does 3 go into 25? Oh god. Math. So let me add 80 to what I had to buy. $10.60. Okay, let's try reloading. 7 times 3, 21. Thanks, Anna Jodis. You've always got my back, my dude. Okay. So there we have it. So we received crushed gemstone. Rank 2. And we got 554. Okay. Rank 2, 95, 81. Okay, so if you bought just these gems, well, no, that wouldn't even. So prospecting and crushing from bismuth is absolutely abysmal. Not worth it in the slightest. Okay, so I'm gonna just draw a line here. Now, also buying the rank 2 bismuth to get the rank 2 crushed gemstones also wasn't like super worth it, because the rank 2 crushed gemstones is actually a little bit cheaper than the rank 1. Now, people might only buy or exclusively buy the rank 2 compared to the rank 1, so. But the rank 2 bismuth cost just a smidge more. Now, is there anything that would be like... Okay. All right. So, give me just a moment here. Okay, my friends. I am going to put a link to this sheet in chat. So this is the first iteration. Right now, obviously, prospecting and crushing is not complete. But it eventually will be, hopefully sooner than later. What you need to do is once you open this up, you need to come up to File and you need to click Make a Copy. Once you make a copy, then you'll be able to edit the cells within this sheet. Now, you only want to edit the cells that are highlighted yellow. I haven't even actually successfully gone through and updated all. I should probably do that. Gonna quickly do that real quick. So yeah, only adjust the cells that are yellow, but this should give you some idea of what's profitable, at least with inscription, cooking, and unraveling. And then there's information about knowledge points, just all that good juicy stuff. With 100 skill, 40 knowledge points in the node, and belief for professional equipment, you can guarantee quality 3 crushed gemstones if you use quality 3 bismuth. Okay. That's very good to know. Might be important to get that quality 3 stuff. So I am about to call it a night in terms of the stream, but I hope everybody finds use out of this. Please do me a favor. Number 1, if you haven't already, join Discord, because I would really love feedback on the sheet. There's a channel specifically for sheet feedback. So, you know, let me know if you have any feedback, if something's not working properly. Also, like if you're just, you know, if there's a particular recipe or profession or something along those lines that you'd like to see on here, let me know. I can absolutely look into getting it added at some point. And then as well, don't forget to check out my YouTube. There's a link to YouTube there. Videos pretty regularly, especially right now with being on maternity leave. Gives me a lot of extra, or paternity leave, I should say. Gives me a lot of extra time, which is very, very nice. So yeah, everybody, thank you so much for watching today. It's very much appreciated. I hope you find some use out of this sheet. We are going to do a raid on our good friend Begasaur. I love Begasaur. It's a great person to watch. Very entertaining. Yeah, again, thank you everybody for hanging out with me today, watching. Oh, real quick here. Just a couple of shout outs to, Ricard for the follow. Met, obviously, for the raid. Very appreciated. Very kind of you. Very demure. Snufflings, Dow Knights, Carlos, Durmeister, Chocolate Cherry Coke, Track City Nat, and Egg Neuro. Thank you all for the follows today. Very, very kind of you. And then Anna Jodis for, I think it said you gifted a sub, but actually it's not showing in my activity feed, but I'm pretty sure you gifted a sub. So very, very kind. Thank you so much for that as well. All right, my friends. We love you. We'll miss you. I'll be going live tomorrow, so hopefully we'll catch you then. Have a great rest of your day. If I don't catch you, have a great tomorrow. We'll see you next time. Okay, see you later.
What's that?
Oh, brother.
Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth?
Brother.
Ooh, heaven is a place on earth.
See you later.